Do you guys want Stubbs to end up finishing a full live series collection, the set 1 collection, or even better, do you guys want a God Squad like this? Well, today we're going to be talking about the fastest way to end up getting Stubbs in MLB The Show 23, and kind of a method that can go on and on and on and just keep on going. And we're going to be talking about how I have been getting all of these really good cards, and how I have been grinding set 1 and a lot of these stub methods that you guys can do from anywhere, including this method even going to be able to be mobile on the go, where you're going to be able to use the companion app to do it on your phone. But before we get into today's video, if you guys don't mind dropping a like and a sub, as we are on the road to 10k subscribers. We are getting so close. Thank you guys all for the support lately, and let's get right into it. So the first thing I like to talk about in these videos are the best grindable methods to end up getting Stubbs. Now there's a lot of ways to get Stubbs by playing the game in this game, and I'm going to talk about the free Stubbs that I've taken advantage of. The first one being, I have completely finished the BR program. Now the BR program is so good. Now whether you keep this card or not, you're going to be holding the same value. I like Eddie Matthews, so I collected him towards set 1, and he's going for 70,000 Stubbs. But if you want to sell out for this whole program, you can end up getting 250 to 300,000 Stubbs by selling these cards. A lot of these are all going for a good amount, and these diamonds are all going for like 8k, because you need these all these guys for the collections, except for the gold and the silvers, but they still hold value a little bit, because even though they're not going for a lot right now, they're going to be going for a little bit whenever there's a giant core collection that ends up coming out later in the year. These people are going to be wanting these cards. So honestly, a good stub method for the long term, if you're wanting to, is buy up some of these silvers, because in like a month or two, these things are all going to be going for like 3,000 a pop, just because nobody held on to them and everybody sold them. So that's a really good smart way to make Stubbs. The next best way to end up making Stubbs is going to be the event. Now I completely grinded the last event. I am slacking a little bit. I was gone this weekend when it came out, so I'm only at 5 wins, but I will be finishing this. You have to do these. If you are no money spent, you have to play these. 15 wins, you get Vinny Castillo, which is good for the set 1, and then obviously this pack for 37k. On top of that, if you haven't done some of the programs, I have videos on how to get every single one of these programs done, and I will link the egg video at the end of the video. But if you don't have the egg done, make sure you do that. I did all the players. I didn't really care about the last egg. I didn't want to play the 4 mini seasons games. But make sure you get all these done. World Baseball Classic April Tops now. Weekly Wonders, which is going to have another one on Wednesday. If you're watching this one a little bit late, we will probably have a video on that, because that's just a free pack and free Stubbs every single month. Or every week. You get 2,000 XP here. You get 2,000 Stubbs here. The next best way to end up grinding after all that would be either ranked seasons or the market. Now I'm getting there on ranked seasons, but I'm not quite there yet. I just haven't played a crap ton of ranked seasons this year. I've been playing BR just because there's more Stubbs. But you got to get this program done. This is something I'm going to be grinding on stream either tonight or tomorrow. It's really good. You get the around the world pack. Worst case, you're getting a low pull, which is going for 14k. And this is what we're going to be talking about. Obviously, you get the Gunnar Henderson. These guys aren't going for a lot, but they're really good cards. Like, you can keep them for your squad, and you won't feel bad about it. But the big way to make Stubbs this year, and I know that it is kind of a head case, it's flipping right now. And I will show you guys what I am doing and how I am doing it. I know a lot of you guys are struggling with this, and this is something that you guys don't necessarily get, so I'm going to break it down. Okay, so whenever you are flipping, you are looking for gaps. Now here is the best gap in my opinion. These are the cards that I like flipping the most, just because you can do live series. Live series move quick. Okay, so there's 2 ways to go about it. You can either go live series this year, in my opinion, or you can go World Baseball Classic cards. Now we're gonna be talking about cards that you are flipping on like page with multiple a time, and then we're gonna be talking about cards that you are flipping maybe 1 or 2 an hour. And so one thing that I have started doing, this is something I used to do like 2 years ago in MLB The Show 21. I used to do this a ton. And so what I will do is I will pick a page of cards. So let's say we are on live series cards, and you can see that I have 187,000 Stubbs. I usually like keeping around 100 to 200,000. If you don't have 100 or 200,000, I would recommend grinding one of those programs, selling some of those cards so you can get a high stub count, because it helps for flipping, because you can do multiple at once. If you're starting with like 30k, you just do less. And so whenever I'm looking at this, I'm looking for gaps. Some of the best ones that I see here that I know move pretty well are the Austin Riley right here. I believe it's a pretty good gap. So whenever you are putting in a buy now order and a sell now order, so you put in a buy now order and it goes into the sell column. So you press buy order and 79.08, you want to do one stub higher. So you're gonna do 79.09 right here. And you can see I just got outbid, so we're gonna have to do another one of 79.13. I'll just cancel my other one. So 79.13 right here. We're gonna hope that one fills. If you get outbid, cool, that's fine. All you have to do is just go and cancel your order. It's not a big deal. And you go back to your page. But what I have been doing is, so if you want like fast movers, you're gonna be going here. But if you want big gaps, 1 to 2 an hour right now, go to equipment and grab some of these gloves and these bats with huge gaps. And so the 44 Pro right now, 16,385 to 20. Now let's just look at how big of a gap this is. 16, so you bought it for 16,386. That is about a 2,500 stub gap right there. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. And so if you can mesh in some of these equipment sales with, now these don't move slower, you'll get 1 to 2 of these an hour. So you're getting like let's say you get 2 of these an hour, so you get 6,000 stubs there. And while you're doing this, you're on the same page. You're either grinding live series where you're grinding the Austin Riley, or if you're not grinding Austin Riley, one of the best ways to end up finding big gaps are some of those lower tiers that people are buying up for set 1 collections. So these 97s go crazy. So the 15 to 13 right here is really good. And so I've been flipping these as well as live series. They move about just as fast, have a little bit of a bigger gap. And so you'll pick, let's say I would pick right now, I'd pick Freddie Freeman and I would pick Jesus Luzardo. And what is so cool about this year is whenever I'm grinding this, you can turn on notifications for your MLB The Show 23 companion app. If you don't have the app, download the app. It's on Android and iOS, and it will give you notifications whenever you sell a card and whenever you buy a card. And so you're gonna be able to be cycling over and over and over again. And you know, whenever you buy a card, you can actually just put in a sell order to end up selling that card. And so you're gonna be just overlaying over and over and over and over again. And that's going to be how you guys are going to be making a ton of stubs. Now, I hope that this helped you out. If you have any questions with this and how I'm grinding this, just ask in the comment section below. We have a ton of grinders in here that have been on stub videos across the years that just know how to do these type of things. And I know how to do this. I've been doing this for years. I've been doing this MLB The Show 20, and it's just the best way to get stubs. And I know that it complicates a lot of you guys, so ask questions. I usually answer almost every single comment. So ask questions, talk to me down there. We're going to figure this out together, and I'm going to be streaming either tonight or tomorrow night, and I am going to be doing this live on the channel. So if you have questions and you want to know how to do this, make sure you turn on notification. Make sure that you're right there, because we are going to be grinding this, and I will be grinding it on stream and showing you guys how I'm doing it and how I'm able to get like 80 to 100,000 stubs an hour by grinding this method. If you boys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys drop a like and a sub, as we are on the road to 10K subscribers. We are getting really close to our dream. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you boys later, and peace.